Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. He's got the hottest takes with the highest stakes. He should be president of the United States, but it's Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. Cust Corner,
Again, I don't know what type of SEO value that name even has, but
A lot. So Tim is on the line, and Cam Stewart is here.
Hey, can I get 20 DK bucks, Pat?
You got to enter the hey. As long as you enter the draw,
I like it.
You enter the draw, or listen. I know you haven't done it yet, so you just go to iTunes, Stitcher, or Spotify. I know you don't know how to do that.
No, I don't.
So leave a review, 5 stars. Leave your DraftKings handle and something nice about the show. Like, hey, I really enjoyed Cam being on.
Buddy, I finished 9th in a European golf tournament last week. That's good for 18 bucks.
So you got years worth of DraftKings bucks now. Years.
I like DraftKings. I just wish I wish the tournament, when you do that well, I'd get a little bit more, Pat.
Well,
That's
how much was the buy-in?
I think it was like it was one of those dollar
ones?
or $2 tournaments.
That's not a bad ROI.
No, it's
You
good.
get 18 times your money.
But who's going to put like $500 down on a European Tour
Oh,
contest?
I know a few people.
I should have, man. I would have won a lot of money.
Yeah, well, the weeks that you do well, you want to put down the $500. The week that you don't do well, you don't really want to have the $500 invested.
You understand.
So
no, I'm saving up for a couple of weeks for the PGA Championship. I'm going to win the Millionaire Maker.
Nice,
PGA.
Tim.
yeah, Tim guaranteed he'd win the Millionaire Maker earlier this year.
Tiger Woods is not winning the PGA Championship, by the way.
I no longer think he's
Okay,
going
this is
to.
coming out after the PGA Championship. So cool.
Sorry. We got to edit this now?
No, we don't need to edit it. It's
Okay.
fine. People are here for the experience of Cust Corner.
I'm sorry.
That's what they enjoy. So before we get to Cust topics, I want to start with grocery store strategy.
Oh, grocery store strategy?
Yeah, so let's hear Tim's first.
Okay.
Let's hear Tim's first. So, Tim, you go to the grocery store. What do you do?
So the very first thing I do is I go to the produce and I look through the avocados. And I am a bit obsessive when it comes to my produce.
You once yelled at a grocery store employee.
I never yelled at I never yelled at anybody.
Because the avocados weren't ripe enough. They were too hard. Because Tim can't plan in advance. It just he needs it right now.
I got to be honest with you. I'm just not an avocado guy.
I like avocado.
They were advertised as ripe avocados in the flyer and in the store, and they weren't ripe. They were hard as a rock. And I just asked, "Do you have any ripe ones out back? Because none of these are ripe." And anyway, the key for me is I start with the produce and I go through it to find the best stuff. And you have to be careful. You have to be like, this is why I would never order my groceries online.
Exactly. I'm with you there, Tim.
That's
a sucker's move.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
What? No, you got to look at the fruit. You got to touch it. You got to feel it. Oh, you're going to let some guy just put stuff in a box for you? You nuts?
I mean,
the grocery store's an experience, Pat.
I don't need to go. I can just press a button and they come give it to me.
It's a big mistake.
It's not. Have either of you two done it?
No.
I do,
and I never will.
Why won't you? Because you don't know. Neither of you know how to.
Say they get bananas that are too ripe. I want them green. I could let them ripen myself.
I want them so green that they almost snap in half.
I'm with you. I want them hard.
Hard green bananas.
I want them like pucks. And then I could do it myself.
So
if I want mushy bananas, I'll make banana bread. I like to do things my way.
Bruise in my banana, I throw it out.
Here's another thing. I'll give everyone a real good tip at the grocery store. I go to the meat section first, and I'll tell you, a lot of kids work in stores now, and they're lazy. They don't want to stay there all day. Check the tags on the gun. When they're doing $4.99 to $1.99, you could find things, especially in the family pack section, Pat. I walked out of Super Center with about $50 worth of wings for $8.92 because they made a mistake with, and it's on the barcode. Sometimes it takes you an extra 5 minutes, but keep digging and dig deep, and you will find, I guarantee, there will be at least 1 to 2 mistakes in the meat section.
Tim, that sounds like something you'd be all over.
Yeah, I actually endorse that 100%. Same with I go to the discount racks.
I love it too.
You buy discount
What's
meat?
on sale?
Yeah, I do 50% stickers and stuff. So you got to look at it, Pat. Just feel it, look at it, sniff it. It's kind of like that's why I can't have people deliver it. Tim gets it. You got to be there.
You bought a birthday cake that was 50% off. Was it your birthday?
No, it was nobody's birthday, but it looked enticing and it was 50% off, so I just bought it.
Yeah, I got a cheesecake for a real good deal the other day, too.
That's
my only mistake was buying cooked ham at Giant Tiger. Other than that, I'm great at the grocery store.
Tell us about this cooked.
It was on for $2.50 for a pack. Like, it was like one of those double family packs. So I got to believe it was about 750 grams per. So times 2, that's probably about a $20 hunk of ham. It was $2.50. I should have known better. It was slimy. I'm not going to lie. But My goal is to go to the grocery store, Pat, and I love flyers. On Friday, when I finish my radio show, I'll light up a joint and I'll read flyers. Like people like to do it on flip on their phone. I like the paper, like the old people to do the crosswords, and I like to circle, and I want to go to the store, and I will tell you, if you give me money, I will come back with so many great items for you, all flyer-related sales. I never spend money at the grocery store. Every trick in the book, too, Tim knows, 50% off stickers and stuff. There's stuff, it's not expired, man. They just have to do it. They have to do it.
Why do they have to do it?
Because there's
if it was
laws.
good, why are they
There's
doing it?
laws.
See,
like I told this lady, I wanted a big
bring
female bacon. It's like, don't worry about it. She's like, oh, it's going to be expired. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you if it's expired. It's fine. It's fine.
So my strategy is I've said this a bunch of times on the show, but I don't go down any of the aisles. I just stick to the complete outside of the store.
Really?
Nothing on the outside of the store is going to make you sick. It's just like meat, it's produce, it's like eggs, that's it. Everything that's processed is in the aisles.
That's where I go.
There's also good stuff in the aisles.
There's some like you have to go buy coffee, then yeah, there are exceptions to these rules. But that was, I mean, before I started ordering it online.
Actually, I found this new...
The fresh food is all on the outside though.
I don't know what they got going on with this new coffee company called Cust with a K, but I got like a family pack of 72 pods, and it was like $5.99 at the store, and it's good coffee.
It's good?
It's
That's
as good.
a fantastic deal.
It's as good as, I would say, like a generic... like
off-brand, whatever.
I'm not going to say it's Van Hoot.
Are you saying
but
it's
good.
Is it Maxwell House?
Yes.
Okay, I can live with that. I mean, we have Maxwell House in the studio
It's
right
called
now.
Cups. And they have another one, Pat. I'm not sure if I endorse this one. It's already double. It's got the... it's got the stuff in it.
No thanks.
My girlfriend likes that one.
Well,
and she doesn't like coffee. She likes tea. And she goes, wow, this double's not bad. All it is the same thing. It's the sugar and non-dairy creamer in there.
Yeah, but you drink like 4 sugars, 4 creamers.
I've calmed down a bit, Pat, after the sleep clinic study. I am down from like a pot of coffee a day to a half pot, too. I used to have about 10 cups a day. I'm down to about 5 now.
See, I'm at like 10 cups a day, like 2 pots worth of
coffee. I used to do like 2 pots and pods, too.
But you drink Coke as well.
Yeah, I do.
So how many of those are you pounding back?
I switch it up between Coke and Pepsi, whatever's on sale. I usually go Pepsi, Coke, Pepsi, Coke. I'm on kind of a Coke binge now because the Pepsi's getting a little bit whatever, but I used to drink 4 a day. Now I got it down to 2.
Okay, so you're doing okay.
It's hard.
The first
thing I want in the morning, like how people love smoking, like I crave that first, my girlfriend, like, drug addict. I go, drug addict. And I'm like, and then I think about it. I go, I am a drug addict. Like, this is drugs.
So we have a friend. He wakes up
delicious though
every morning. He's like married with a kid now.
Yeah.
He wakes up every morning. He smokes a cigarette. Mm-hmm. He rolls a joint and starts smoking it, drinks a Pepsi, and then has another cigarette. That's how he wakes up every morning.
I gotta say, that's a strong game. I quit smoking too. Like,
you quit smoking years ago.
Yeah, I did. My doctor basically said all the things that you do, because I got to admit, Pat, like I don't eat well. Like last night, I got a coupon for Pizza Hut, and I didn't need Pizza Hut, but it was, hey, thank you for being a great customer.
You just described a story where you bought like expired ham. Did you eat the ham?
Yes, I did.
Well, there you go.
It wasn't that bad. It was just a little slimy.
You had to cook it up a bit?
Yeah, you got to fry it.
So
you can't keep it. It's got to be skilleted.
Everything that you've said, Tim is all about. Tim eats exactly the same way.
Tim eats avocados, though. I don't.
Yeah, he doesn't because they're not ripe enough for him. So he's getting into it with
Pat,
the 16-year-old.
I'm not going to lie. I had bacon and eggs today, but I also had an orange.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm getting my fruit and vegetables. I like apples.
I find oranges too hard to peel. I refuse to buy them for that exact reason. If they were pre-peeled, like that's $1 million strategy. Everybody
giving it away. You're giving away $1 million ideas.
I don't mind the peeling, Tim, even for grapefruits and that stuff. I know you're right. It's a bitch, but you got to get to the goodies, right?
And would eat it every day if I could. But it's too difficult to peel the grapefruit.
That's a real old person food.
You know
who loves grapefruit? My grandfather, after the doctor told him to eat more grapefruit.
Do they put sugar on the top?
He can't because it's like purely for health reasons because he's old.
I like grapefruit.
It's like keeping you alive.
With a little sugar.
Well, you like sugar.
No shit.
You don't like the grapefruit?
Yeah. But is there a way to make Pepsi and Coke like have nutrients in it?
Well, Tim will tell you that like Diet Coke and Coke Zero is like healthy for you.
What, with aspartame? That shit's for rats. No thanks.
Well, for longer than I should say, that Coke had that Coke Life out, and I was under the impression it was like a drink.
I don't like it.
So I was buying that until I looked into what it was and realized that no, it's like a step between Coke and Diet Coke.
I go to my mom's house. She's the same way. My parents are a lot healthier, but they buy like whatever. It was that Coke Life, same type of thing with stevia. Stuff tastes like shit. Like I'm willing to take my 150 calories
Yeah,
in a Coke.
Yeah, if it's something you enjoy, just go for it.
It's like steam whistle. Like I love beer, right? Like people are like, beer's not drinking to me. Like drinking is alcohol. Like vodka, rye, that's drinking. Like drinking 6 to 12 beers is not drinking. It's just kind of relaxing. It's not even alcohol to me.
Tim,
No, like I can't get drunk off beer anymore unless it's draft from a bar, and you know you're getting drunk because they don't clean their lines.
they don't clean the lines.
probably.
It's like 8%.
Yeah, so
coming
it's
at
going.
you, yeah.
I'm going cuckoo, right?
Yeah, the place that we used to go watch football at every
I
single
like
Sunday.
that place you took me to with the good wings that closed down.
Yeah, it's closed down now. That's the place I'm talking about.
Damn
the
it, man.
They
I
used to
can't find a good wing.
They used to sell like $10 pitchers, and those lines had not been cleaned out in, I want to say, like 35 years. And the bartender told us they get all their beer from Chinatown, so it's like low rent shit beer to begin with, and then it's like non-filtered through these lines. So like one pitcher, you're done.
That's the thing. Like you start to
And you're
like
shitting for, like,
and
2
you've
weeks.
seen me. I don't get drunk, but I remember that night. I'm like, whoa, man, I'm even feeling it because beer's not really drinking.
No. So Tim, how did you feel about Cam saying he drinks Pepsi?
Well, he should know better because Pepsi is a trash drink. Same with 7-Up is a trash drink. Coke is significantly better in every sense.
Here's the difference,
I don't
Tim.
think I've
Tim,
ever
no,
heard
no.
anyone bad talk 7-Up before.
Here,
Like, people
yeah.
have no opinions.
Sprite is 100% better.
No, Tim. But the problem is, Coke has one Achilles heel compared to Pepsi. Coke, when it gets flat, it gets very caramelly. Pepsi has a little bit more spunk in it. It's got like because sometimes I do the old, I need it because like the drugs, I'm like glug glug glug, and I put it back in the fridge like with the half can. And then I do it again. I'm like, the Coke always goes. It's
You know
something
what-
wrong.
I have to
It's
say,
very
I have never
caramelly.
encountered that problem.
You know what you need? The mini cans.
No, yeah, six mini cans for $2.49 when I can get a 12 pack. I had this argument with my aunt. She's like, same thing. Oh, you're drinking half. Yeah, I'm gonna spend $3 on 6 mini cans when I can get a 12 pack for $3.99. Hell, I can dump the shit down the sink if I want to. It's the worst. People who buy mini cans are idiots. It's such a bad move.
I get mini cans.
It's a horrible mathematical move, though.
It's there to police myself. I'll spend the extra buck to police myself. Because if I open up a can, I will drink that entire can.
You're actually making good points.
with
If
the
I had a
mini can,
but
with
would
the
I
mini
drink
can,
eight-
I'll drink the mini can.
Would I drink 8 mini cans though? I'm probably going to drink the same amount. How am I going to police myself?
Because they're mini cans.
Yeah, but you just
they're
keep on-
junior
You
mints.
just keep on crushing them. Yeah, I got a real cola problem, Tim. Real bad.
No, there are worse things to be addicted to than cola. My goodness.
The worst thing is I went to Giant Tiger and they tricked me again. I thought they got me once with the cooked ham, but the worst was they had chicken balls. And I'm like, whoa, chicken balls. And they were $4 a box. And I thought they were going to be like the Chinese style chicken balls. They were they were like nuggets, but spheres. I'm like, this sucks. They're not chicken balls. They're chicken marbles. Like when I say chicken, when you hear chicken balls,
You think Chinese food chicken
aren't you
balls.
thinking like a Chinese food
Manchu
chicken ball?
wok style chicken
I'm,
ball.
yeah, I'm thinking batter with a nice nugget of chicken in there. Man, they fooled me that place.
Well, here's the thing.
They get me every time with their prices.
Tim loves Manchu Wok, claims it's the best Chinese food in the world.
I got no problem with Manchu wok.
Yeah, but here's where Manchu Wok gets you and why it's not very good. You get one of their chicken balls, it's batter to chicken ratio is
it's
like
horrible.
9-1.
That's why I go to King Asian in Mississauga.
That's your place?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah,
and
there's
I'll
a
tell you,
place
I
here
don't
in-
care if people knock it. Their chicken ball, it's what you say. You get at least the nugget of chicken inside is a good chunk.
So Tim's going to talk
Yeah,
about the
there's
place
a
that he
place out
goes
here
to,
too
which
that does
sucks.
like amazing.
It's like the worst Chinese food place in
He
all of
loves
Halifax.
it, yeah.
It's the only place he goes
Oh,
to.
it's amazing, and their ratios are great. The portions are great. It's it's the best authentic Chinese in the city.
Don't take me to Halifax because I remember that's when I started like really putting on weight when I stopped playing hockey and I went there for those greasy Donairs. Like I can't stop eating them. Like they're so good, man.
I hate
They
them.
are.
I hate
They're delicious.
I love Halifax food, man.
I just-
their street late night food is
It's not bad.
It's strong.
But you might get like shanked or beat with like a lead pipe walking around Halifax downtown.
Have you seen
That's
Mississauga lately? Where I'm living?
Halifax is
I got a
close.
guy try to break into my house the other week. Pat, I had a butcher knife and a golf club. Like, it was just, I hear at the door. I'm like, oh boy, you picked the wrong house, buddy. You picked the wrong house.
Well, you were up.
Yeah,
That
I
good.
was up. Yeah, like I'm here at the door, and you freak out. It doesn't matter. Like I'm sitting there. I'm like, whoa, okay. I'm having a couple drinks. Like I'm just okay. I'm ready. I got. Hey, you should not. Hey, I'm not for like killing people, but you don't break into their domiciles
You
and
gotta
expect
defend-
not to
hey,
be hurt.
you gotta
Like,
defend yourself.
You're worried. Yeah, you got to chill. You got a child. You would have no problems giving somebody a 5-iron if they walked into
Oh,
your house.
I got a bat under the bed and a bat by the door.
Amen, brother.
Gotta
Protect your house.
I gotta protect my child.
It's scary, man. The guy, I don't care if you want money for crack. Like you picked the wrong house. It's scary stuff.
Tim, finish off. We got to the produce department where
Oh,
you
yeah.
were
Avocados?
He was bickering with a 16-year-old about avocados. Probably got the poor kid fired. As someone who used to work,
No.
I used to work in produce at a grocery store. And I can tell you, when people like Tim came in, he'd be like, "Yeah, go check out back for the avocados." I was like, "Okay," just go back, like go on break for 20 minutes.
I wanted some fresh dragon fruit too. They didn't have any.
Dragon fruit.
I really like dragon fruit.
Is
Anyway.
that like the lychee stuff? Like dragon
No,
fruit?
not
Like
quite.
what's dragon fruit?
It's in the fancy fruit section. Tim's a fancy man. Look at his
No,
hat.
I'm not. I like
He's-
avocados.
He's kind of a hybrid, Pat. He's like some fancy and some street. It's like he's very interesting. What about your do you like seafood, Tim?
Love seafood.
Me too. What's your what's the top of the food chain with seafood? Like for me, scallops.
I like bacon wrapped scallops and I like them fried up. You know what I
love
hate? Lobster. Lobster is the trash of the sea.
I think that's being a little bit
Trash.
No.
Absolute trash.
So you like crab better than lobster?
I much prefer crab. I don't love crab, but I like it better than a
it's
lobster.
got more flavor.
But it's one thing here too. Like people order.
What about
lobster-
shrimp?
I don't like shrimp. I like mussels. I like
Oh,
shrimp.
I love
I like
mussels.
oysters. I like mussels. I like
Oysters.
scallops.
A lot of people don't like oysters, man. If you could get me a buck-a-shuck place, like I'm there forever. Like
There's
I
actually
like
one like
cooked
right
oysters.
down there.
in
I like the cooked
Toronto.
ones. I like oysters Rockefeller.
Oh yeah,
Because they're
oh yeah. Tim, see this guy knows what he's talking about. Oysters Rockefeller. That's money in the bank. It's got cheese in there too. Come on, Pat.
You
Cheese.
wouldn't get those for $1.
No, the oysters
Like I don't like
Rockefeller
sushi.
are $4
for
a
example.
pop.
Like
Right?
I have my limits when it comes to
You don't like
seafood.
sushi?
I don't like raw fish.
I love it
Salmon
all.
is the number one for me. I'll have salmon over anything.
I don't-
Even
I
on
don't
a
like
bagel.
salmon.
I love
Uh,
salmon. I like
it's-
actually.
it's
I will
like
say
strong
trout
tasting
is a
food.
great option. Guys, if you don't want to spend money on salmon, just get a trout fillet. It tastes the same way and it's
Trout
cheaper.
is delicious. But I like strong tasting foods.
Get your freshwater fish out of here, pal. I'm
no,
I'm
just
from the
your palate is
coast.
too delicate.
Eyes the bite.
Give me. Listen. I enjoy myself some cod. I prefer some haddock. I enjoy some halibut. That's where I'm going. Like
Pat, the bottom line with me is if shit tasted good, I'd probably eat it. Like I'll eat anything.
fair, but like,
I love Captain Highlander.
if I'm going to spend up on salmon,
Yeah.
I'd rather spend up on a nice steak instead.
yeah, I understand.
No, but there are times when salmon is just better than this. I mean, in fact, you know what? I would say a nice fillet of salmon is better than a steak 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, that's a little bit bold.
I don't know about that.
No.
What if you're cooking it?
You know what? I'm not very good at cooking salmon. To be perfectly frank, I overcook it.
I mean, you overcook everything.
I'll give you another.
Are you making it in the microwave?
No, I do not make it. I barbecued it before to very poor success. And I put it in the oven before again to overcooked success. But I mean, fish when done right, fish is absolutely delicious, but it needs to be cooked through. And so I don't like it. Like that's why I don't like tuna either, because sometimes tuna is undercooked and I can't eat that. I like I like things cooked properly.
Tim, let me tell you another trick at the dollar store. Don't spend $3.99 on Premium Plus. They got these crackers called Columbina. They're $1. They're the best saltines I've ever had. Like I
I'm
put
a
them in
Breton
soup.
man. I can't stray away from my Bretons.
Bretons. Oh.
Fancy
I'm-
man.
Yeah. You said like I'm talking about saltines and like loser crackers. This guy Breton's too expensive. I do
I'm a
Pat,
Breton's man.
$1 for I should take you to Dollarama. Like people are like, oh, I'm afraid of the dollar
I-
store. Trust me, there's wicked deals there. You just got to scope them out.
You're actually right. So I go to there's a dollar store like right up here. So I go there like once a month.
Check the crackers.
If I don't to be perfectly honest with you, I don't eat a whole bunch of crackers.
Okay.
Like,
I love crackers with soup.
fair enough.
I don't know why I love crackers so much these days.
You just integrate. They're $1. How can you lose? But like for office, like the pen you're using right now, dollar store. Like I get paper.
And this is a quality
it's
gel pen.
it's a good gel pen.
Yeah, I want to take it with me. That's
Yeah.
a great pen.
You know what? You can have that pen. That's on
Thanks.
the house.
That's a great.
Feinberg's gonna be so mad.
Why he loves pens?
No, he just
too?
steals all my fucking
Oh,
pens.
by the way, the guy promised me candles. Like, I'm still waiting, Jeff. Like, I've been like, I love candles. I'm like, it's one of those things for a guy that's weird. I just in my house when people come by, sometimes you
let them smoke
oh,
inside.
if it's cold outside, I'm not a horrible host. Like if you want to smoke a joint or a cigarette, like sometimes I'm very like do it inside, but I like to get one of Feinberg's candles going. He's got really nice candles, and I haven't been got the delivery for
What?
the last while.
I mean, you let them smoke joints inside. You let them smoke cigarettes inside. What if I showed
Sometimes.
What if I showed up to your house and I wanted to smoke some crack inside? Would that be? You got to go outside for that, Pat.
No, I'd let you stay inside.
You know how much I enjoy smoking crack.
I'm a pretty
Oh
good
my
host.
goodness.
I don't like it when no, the thing is, Pat, with cigarettes, it's pretty simple. If like more than 2 people are
Can't
doing
do
it, sorry, you're outside. If it's one guy, I have no problem
Well,
with it.
especially 'cause you don't
I can
smoke,
candle
though.
it. Yeah. Well, I used to smoke.
But maybe you don't now.
No.
So like, if you do smoke,
I'd rather you smoke a joint in my house than a cigarette.
it smells better.
Yeah.
Tim.
I have no opinion.
Tim loves indoor cigs.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm more of an outdoor person when it's cold. I prefer to go outside where it's a little cold. I don't know. It's just I find it's relaxing.
Yeah,
and
it's get that crisp air.
Yeah,
I
nothing,
get it.
nothing like dying for a cigarette. It's like, oh no, it's windy and it's minus 30 out.
You got me thinking.
Let's
you
do
got
it.
me thinking, Pat.
But
I'm
again,
eating a
some
lot
of
of
us are made of
crackers these
delicious-
days.
How many crackers are you
that's
eating
the
per
thing.
day?
Like, I'm buying because they were $1. I'm like, every time I have soup now, you know what? People put like 2 crackers in. I do like whole decks now. I'm just
You know, the
snapping
vegetable
crackers.
thins are pretty good too. I like vegetable thins crackers.
Yeah, they're
pretty
vegetable thins are they're like $1.99 for a little box. I just do the real kick-ass one. And the thing I love about the dollar store crackers, they're individually wrapped, not in 2 big things.
Oh.
They give you 4 or 5, so they're perfectly portioned out, and they're $1.
So when it comes to soup strategy with crackers, do you like to just throw if you have one of those little packs, do you break them up into your hands or do you mash them up inside the plastic and then dump them in?
I just break them up.
Okay. Like, do you like them fine or do you like little chunks?
Couldn't care less.
Okay. They just need to be in
Get
there.
them
Oh
in
my
there.
goodness,
You gotta have
cracking them
crackers.
up in a package. Oh, get your hands all dirty and full of cracker stuff. No, I'll crack mine up.
Cracker stuff.
I'll crack mine into biggish pieces, not like fine, but into bigger pieces in the actual. Like, if I go to
tile?
Wendy's,
You just
if I go to Wendy's and
it
get a chili,
single.
Actually, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'll go to-
yeah, big floating, just a big floating square in there. Hey, no, I'll give it
like
a shot.
oftentimes I'll go to Wendy's and get a chili, and when I do, I get crackers and hot sauce to put in there, and I'll crack up the crackers in the plastic thing and then dump them in there with the hot sauce.
I will say though, the corporate chili at Wendy's is pretty good. Like I
It's
find
really good.
the other
It's
places
really
that
good.
the thing about the fast food chilies, it's got the extra chili taste to it. I find that the ones in the
you mean
restaurant,
all the
they're
fake
too-
stuff that they have to
yeah.
freeze to put in it?
correct. It's delicious.
How-
Really good.
How is your bathroom experience after Wendy's chili?
Fine. Again, some of us have a stronger constitution than others. You need to be made of tougher fiber.
Fiber. Yeah. I'm not even going to tell you. I had a bowel movement in Vegas, Pat, that scared me. Like it was
How
like,
long did it
for
take?
the first time. No, it was like I shit out like 2 kids. Like it was like an anaconda. It was so big in the toilet. Like I almost wanted to take a picture of it, but I had to say like I was scared. Like I've never had an
Oh,
experience
my
were I was
goodness.
like, because I was pounding buffets there. Like I was scared. I'm like, enough's enough. Like,
Do you
it's
have a
just stupid?
So I want to get to that in a second. Tim, finish off. We got you to avocados.
Yeah.
We got you into produce. Your dragon fish or whatever the hell you're
Oh, yeah.
buying.
Dragon
fruit.
fruit.
So what's after dragon fruit?
After I go through all my produce, which I get first, then I go through the deli section to see if anything is looking good and fresh that maybe I want to buy. Then I go through the cheeses to see if there are free samples, because sometimes there are good free samples out of the
I agree.
exotic cheeses.
Love free
So I go
samples.
through there. Then I go down every single aisle to see what's on sale.
Me
That's
too.
what I like to do. I like to look at all the things, even if I don't plan to buy things down that aisle. I'll go down every aisle to see if there's deals on, and then ending usually with the frozen section and the dairy, and and I try to avoid, if at all possible, buying stuff at the front because I know that
Yeah.
that's
The only thing I won't do, Tim, it's my goal is to do everything by the flyer, and there's enough stores around my area that I can get everything I want from this store to this store to this store. The only thing I treat myself with, as you say, Pat, once in a while, scallops and Haagen-Dazs.
Oh, you like some Haagen-Dazs.
I love it.
So
I don't cheap out. I'll go for the Nestle drumsticks when they're on sale.
well, what are the certain things that you can't cheat? There are certain products that you cannot.
Pepsi. Everything has to be a name brand. I don't do
So it's Coke or Pepsi?
I don't do Cot Cola. And detergents, I prefer
Tide?
I prefer Tide, but you know what? Purex is but I don't do like Rain Gang or whatever. Like, you know, the $1.50 shit. Like, no, I don't. And toilet paper?
Yeah, you got to.
No, I don't. Royale or like Charmin.
What needs
like,
to be double ply?
at least minimum. I prefer triple.
Triple ply.
Yeah.
That's fancy. That's Tim level fancy.
I will
Well,
only use
it's your ass. Like, you better do something, right? If I'm going to chintz out with all the crackers and things that I'm getting there, I better have good toilet paper.
So what do you use, Tim?
Colgate and only Colgate. You cannot cheap out on.
It's interesting. I'm a Crest man. I don't like Colgate.
Crest is trash.
Crest
Yeah,
is fine.
I think Colgate's trash.
Sensodyne is fine too.
Sensodyne, that's
Now
for
also
turkeys.
trash.
I
It's,
like
it's
Sensodyne.
Colgate or nothing.
See, we just
Colgate
all
is the
three.
Coca-Cola.
Sensodyne, Crest, Colgate. See, Tim, this is where we disagree. We disagree on the toothpaste and
Let's all
colas.
smile.
You got nice teeth, Pat.
Yeah, because I use Sensodyne.
My teeth are good. They're just yellow. I need
I've
a
just
cleaning.
I've just whitened my teeth so many times. I need to use Sensodyne. Or
I haven't
it
whitened
kills
my
me.
teeth in like 10 years, but I'm going now. Like, I'm going to buy one of those Medicaid plans so I can do all the things that I need to do. Being a freelancer, people, it really sucks because you have to pay for things all the time. So buying one of those ghetto insurance plans that they're selling on
no,
TV
no.
sounds like a good
You
idea.
want to go to an easier strategy? Marry someone with insurance.
I almost I qualify for
And
my
then you
girlfriend's
get in.
benefits, the common law, very soon. So then I'm going to take care of all that stuff.
That's what you need to get done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the move.
That's when I go
But
get
you
the
just
free
want to be
cleaning.
careful. You don't want to look like Joe Biden, and your teeth can be seen from outer space.
Listen,
you have to
Joe
be-
Biden's like an 80-year-old man. If I
he-
looked as good as Joe Biden at his age, I think I'd be doing
I
fine.
agree. Joe Biden has great teeth.
Joe Biden looks better than you do right now, Cust.
I don't know about that.
He's more fit.
Okay, maybe I don't know if that's
I'm not
true
going to
either. Like,
debate that either.
If we did a 40 that dash we did at the combine between me and Joe Biden, I would win.
He's an 80-year-old man, and I don't think that you would beat him.
Actually, Pat, you should see me. I can run for my size. You'd be shocked.
You should race Tim. Tim is like the slowest person alive.
Do you want to
No,
race?
I'm not
Do you want to
the
race,
slowest.
Tim?
I want to see this race.
No, I actually think Cam would beat me. I think he's more of a natural athlete, but I think I would hold my own.
Oh, you
But
don't know what Tim ran in the 40, do you?
We ran. Well, when me and Meanie, when we went to NFL experience shit for the fantasy show, like
Yeah.
we ran it. I beat Morency
You beat
and all
Meanie?
those guys. Oh no, Meanie's a good athlete, but my size, I'm 265 pounds, Pat. I ran it like real, like it was. The guy was like, "That's wicked, a wicked time." It was 6 point something. It was good.
So you beat Tim. Tim was
No,
7.
I was like
It was 4. It was
7.8.
40. Like it was.
Paul,
it was really low.
what was Tim? Tim was 7 point what?
the
1-7?
third time.
6'1" or something.
We had to do it 3 times because
So you did
Tim
beat
kept
me. I just-
leaving
It
It was
early,
longer than
trying to cheat.
42. Guy said it was like 45, 50.
Oh, okay. So it's a good time.
Meanie's pretty quick. Actually, Camera 2 Drew can. He's pretty swift.
He's like 20 years old. He's spry.
I ran into him a while ago.
How's he doing?
Oh, he's doing great. He's doing great.
He's got the big bucks job.
Yeah,
now.
hey man, when you're working for the big company,
Hey, he had to grind it out for years.
it's called. That's why he's taking care of married life. Pat, he's not shopping at Giant Tiger for cooked ham, is
Maybe he should.
And going to dollar
maybe
store
they got
for
a kid
crackers.
on the way. I don't know. They gotta get some dollar
He's
store
always got
crackers.
money to go on vacation. That guy too. He's doing very well.
Well, they got no kids.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have went on more vacations. Now that I have a kid, I can't go anywhere.
That's a good point.
Sucks.
You're a workaholic though. You and Morency.
I don't like leaving the office.
No, you don't.
So you kind of hit on this. When you were in Vegas, you were doing buffets. Do you have a buffet strategy?
Yeah, you don't do less potatoes, more meat. Anything with grains, try
So
to avoid.
just no carbs.
Well, I'll get some, but I'm starting off like if the buffet is a real high quality buffet and they have like turkey and roast beef and prime rib or whatever, I do all the meat. I go to the carving stations, fill up my plates with carvings, and then we'll worry about the sides later.
How many times do you say you go back? I'm usually 2 plates.
4,
4?
Yeah.
You're getting your money's worth.
always.
Tim, what about your buffet strategy?
Well, we've discussed this before. The only goal is to beat the house. So the stuff you see first is usually the stuff that's the least expensive and will fill you up most. So you should skip it.
Soup and
you should do
salads,
one-
leave
Yeah,
down.
the salads,
That's
the pastas, the breads. You just shrug those off. The money is in the desserts and in the meats. That's what's most expensive.
Carving
So you need to
station.
get those up.
Carving station.
But the whole thing is to beat the house, the buffet. Like you're at the buffet already. It's not costing you an arm and a leg. Like if the buffet costs you $25, you're getting far more than your $25 worth of value at any other.
No, you're right,
location.
Pat. And I'll tell you, being in Vegas, Tim, you could attest to this. You really notice the difference between the $22 buffet and the $8.99 buffet.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was noticing the
goodness,
meats.
yeah.
Like I used to go. Me and my girlfriend went to the Fremont one. I'm not saying it's bad, but $8.99, like the bacon, sausage. It's after a while you have to go because we went to the Golden Nugget. They had the salmon, eggs Benedict. Like, you know what I mean? You get what you pay for a lot of the time. So my suggestion in Vegas is if you want to go real cheap for a bit, get that in you and then do the better buffets and you'll really appreciate after
The
a
one at the
low-grade
Luxor
buffet.
was so good.
Oh, Luxor buffet is too rich for my
The
blood.
coffee they had at the Luxor was the best coffee I think
coffee?
I've ever had.
That's a bowl. Best coffee.
The coffee at those buffets are unbelievable.
Juan Valdez. What the hell's going on? I love this guy. Tim, you're the best, buddy. Yeah, we'll go try maybe in the summer, Pat. We'll go round a golf, get drunk, and run a race.
Is
Do
there a
something.
casino around here? Like a real casino?
Actually, you don't know that Woodbine has a real table games now?
I thought it was just like slots.
No,
and
it
racetrack.
is like straight up blackjack and
The
roulette
CNE
now. But the
has a
problem is it's
casino.
packed. It's packed.
Don't ever go.
It's
I
packed.
went to the CNE casino
Oh,
with Tim.
What? Were pushes tie? Were pushes lose? I went wild. I remember I had 20. The guy had 20. He took my money. I went, what the fire? And I remember he was like, sir, it's a charity casino. I go, a push is a push, bud. If I
And
want
the
to give
dealer
money to
doesn't
charity,
draw
I'll give
two
you money.
cards.
I'll never go back to the CNE casino
So
ever.
we had this dealer, and I don't think she knew the rules of blackjack or knew how to
Really?
count. And at one point, she dealt us all of our cards and didn't ask for any hits, no stays, no doubles, just started dealing herself and busted and paid everyone
That's
out.
amazing.
It was amazing.
Well, where are those
Then
people?
we all started laughing, and she started laughing with us, oblivious to what it just.
This was at the CNE casino, obviously.
Yeah.
You're not going to get her as a real deal
No.
at a reputable
Right,
joint.
when you have to go to the charity casino, because that's the only one around.
But
On the
that's
other
a
hand,
good way to
Pat
win,
had a
though, if you
7
have a
and
stooge
a-
dealer.
Yeah.
Pat had a 7 and a 9, and she asked him if he would like to split his 7 and 9. Like, you know what?
I did. I did split my 7 and my 9. I did not want to have 16.
It worked out well.
I mean, I think I lost both hands, but I'd do it again.
Yeah.
I don't care what it was against. So, Tim, do you have any topics?
I had a couple. I wanted to discuss this guy on Jeopardy because I think, particularly since he's a sports gambler,
Yeah.
and he sort of unlocked Jeopardy.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's because I can, in one sense, it's incredibly interesting and cool and fun to watch, and in another sense, it's like hurting the watching experience. And so, like, I'm really torn on it.
so this is no different. So, Tim and I used to play every single night. We used to play Jeopardy against one another and keep track of the
Wow,
scores.
nice.
And Tim would probably answer 7 correct to every one of mine getting correct.
Well, that's impressive.
But we ended up in a complete tie by the end of it in terms of games won because he couldn't bet the daily doubles or Final Jeopardy. This guy has unlocked that. Yet, if you think you know the answer, just bet all your fucking money.
Exactly. That's the thing, Tim. It's the same way. It's like
oh, I'm going to bet 4,000.
It's like a
no.
gambler. You know what the problem with these regular Jeopardy people is? Learn how to gamble. That's your problem. You know, you're scared and it doesn't matter. So you answer that percentile of questions. It doesn't matter what you're doing. This guy's all in, all in, all in, all in. And he has confidence in himself.
So this guy that almost beat him the other
he's
night.
crushing Ken Jennings, is he not?
I don't know if he's past.
Oh, he is in terms of winning, in terms
Percentile.
of pace of dollars won. He's certainly ahead of him on pace.
Yeah, so I think Ken Jennings won like 60-something times. This guy's only at like 20 or something.
73, I think.
So as we record this, he's only like 20 and he's like 1.5 million.
Guy's on fire.
So the guy that almost beat him the other night, he got so like he had to the guy like doubled up basically, got up to like 35,000, and the other guy had like 14,000 something like that. And he got the daily double. He's like, I gotta bet it all. And I've never seen a guy so nervous in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't used to the pressure that comes along with it.
That's
the
the
other
thing.
guy's just like, I lose 100K betting on football. This ain't no big deal.
Exactly. And that's the way you got to be. The problem is a regular Jeopardy player, housewife, teacher, whatever like that, they don't know gambling. So they play it
But this
safe.
is it. I mean, that's why I wonder whether this is replicable in the sense that, yeah, he's shown how to unlock it, but this is not like Major League Baseball where one team figures it out in Oakland and then everyone replicates it. I don't know whether enough contestants would have, you know, the fortitude to go up there and say, I'm going to bet it all every time. I think it takes a certain type of person.
I agree.
It's not like hardwired into the human condition to want to bet
It's
it
not
all
a human
every
nature
time.
unless you're a gambler.
That's it.
It's
Like,
not
it's so
their. It's
few
not
and
their
far.
first instinct.
Here's the thing: that the person that is more likely to do that than anyone is an ultra like math person.
Yeah.
And the ultra math people aren't good at anything else. Like they don't know the other questions, so they can't actually do it. He's the perfect combination of understanding the odds, knowing that, hey, if I get this wrong, I'll just answer the next like 10 in a row right.
Yep.
But he knows all the answers. Like he's very well rounded.
He sure
when it
is.
comes to his knowledge, and he's like the best buzzer since Ken Jennings.
See the people freak out because the Jeopardy got taken off their local for the NFL draft. The Jeopardy crowd really they went wild.
This is
man.
the biggest thing that's happened to Jeopardy since like Watson
Exactly.
was on.
That's the thing. Like people are like.
But then the
screw
question is, are
NFL
we
draft.
watching Jeopardy or are we watching James?
We're watching
Watching
him.
We're watching everything.
What are we watching?
But we're watching him. Like it's fascinating to see. Like, and now there's like the rooting interest. Like, who can knock this guy off? They should run a tournament for all the people that he beats up on. 'Cause I feel bad. Imagine getting on Jeopardy. You have to fucking play this guy.
Oh, I know.
It'd be like running
I
into
would
Ken
want
Jennings.
that.
I did radio
That's
with
who
my
I'd
buddy.
want
He
to
was
play.
on Jeopardy. He was good, but like, and this tells you what kind of brain power this guy has. Like, think about just qualifying for Jeopardy, how hard it is. Like to do this day after day after day, and the way he's gambling, Mayo. Come on, man. This
It's
is
crazy,
nuts.
but I would want to be the giant slayer. I would relish the
You would
opportunity.
just lose, and no one would ever even remember you were on Jeopardy. I would want to
No,
go on
but I
Jeopardy
would
with the
rather take
best
my
chance
shot.
to win. That's how. I mean,
rather
I'm
take
going
my
on
shot.
Jeopardy to win money. I want like the two biggest scrubs to go up against
exactly.
every single
Yeah,
time.
well,
You don't. You would want to win Jeopardy for the honor of winning Jeopardy. You don't care about the money, Tim.
the money is great, but like it would be. I think, very rewarding to go up against the best and win.
So how about this?
Steel,
Yeah, but you wouldn't win. You would just lose to this guy because he beats everyone. So you would just lose. You get dummied by this guy. While Pat is out here beating two people who can barely read at Jeopardy. And I'm like, people know Pat Mayo, Jeopardy champion.
Yeah, that's
Tim?
that's the Floyd Mayweather approach. I'm just not going to fight anybody good. I'm just going to fight a bunch of tomato cans and pad my bank account. And then, in the end, like, is there honor in that? I mean,
Yes.
I don't know.
You become the world's you become one of the world's richest athlete. You've never lost, and people consider you one of the best boxers of all time. I think it worked out for him. It's a pretty sound strategy. I'm not going to lie to you.
Why don't they have a Canadian Jeopardy?
Because Canadians can be on Jeopardy now.
I get it, but I'm talking about just a Canadian version and an American version.
No one's going to watch it.
No, really?
Yeah. Well, Alex Trebek isn't like.
Have you seen some of the shows that are on TV?
I mean, you got to put up a lot of money. You got to give away some money. What if someone goes crazy like this and wins $1 million?
We're that broke
Thankfully,
ass we can't do
NBC
that?
Yes,
Universal
we are.
has lots of money.
Give me a break.
Canadian, like, what's the CBC going to put it on? The taxpayers are paying for it? Sweet.
Don't even get me started with these.
Sweet.
CTV,
Don't
good.
get me started.
CTV's got a lot of
Yeah,
money.
those guys piss away money. Anyway.
I just don't think that without Trebek attached to Jeopardy, it's going to be interesting when he leaves.
Trebek's not going to be around very much longer. It's a sad story.
I mean, I think he's going to stick it out for as long as he can.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's
Oh,
going
he will as long as he can. But Trebek's like the last great face. He's you talk about a monoculture. He's like one of the last people of the monoculture that everyone from ages, 10 to 80 know who Alex Trebek is.
Yeah.
You might be able to count on like one hand the amount of people that everyone from ages 10 to 80 know.
You know who's kind of in that mix now? Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is fucking everywhere. And
he's hilarious.
And he's not hilarious, but he's a very memorable.
I'm going to disagree. I watched Steve Harvey in the New Year's thing. Like, this guy's mailing it in on Family Feud hard. Like, the jokes are the same old. I'm done. Like, I'm with you, Pat. Like, at first it was good. Now it's to a point of like the saturation level. It's out of control.
Do we all agree that Jeopardy is the best game show?
Definitely.
I feel like you'd be good at Price is Right.
What game though?
I mean, just knowing how much stuff costs.
Yeah, that's true. Like those games where they have like the floss versus, the mouthwash. Like, I do very, very well in those games. The putting game, I think we play enough golf that I wouldn't get nervous to hit a putt. The two yodelers, we can knock it down between the numbers. Yeah, there's Plinko's luck. That's Price is Right anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, the Price is Right, yeah. So you get Plinko on the go. I feel like Tim is going to say he'd be best at Plinko because it's random chance.
Yeah, so I don't even know. Like, I got to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of Drew Carey as host of The Price is Right. Guys kind of creeps me out a bit. I haven't
watched it in years.
Do you think that Pat Sajak is jealous of Alex Trebek because Alex Trebek is at a level of prestige where people just kind of write off Pat Sajak?
Pat Sajak's
Pat Sajak's not even the most famous person on his show.
Yeah.
Sure. So, I mean, it's a combo.
Well, him and Vanna White?
Him and Vanna. I mean,
I think Vanna's just about as famous and popular as Trebek.
Gotta be honest, I'll give the show a lot of credit because most ladies, when they're aging and stuff like that, would get a young person to take over, but they've stuck with those two meatheads.
I think
right. Like you got to hand it to them.
I think they're like EPs on the show, so they technically have to fire themselves, or they get like $500 million of payout. So it's like, like Wheel of Fortune's Wheel of Fortune. Do people even watch Wheel of Fortune?
It's probably the show for the dumbest people.
It's like slow person Jeopardy.
It is.
It's like people who do Sudokus instead of crosswords.
Like you've seen my habit shopping and stuff, and I've said some pretty ridiculous and dumb things on your show, Pat. But honestly, watching Wheel of Fortune, like you lose brain cells. I'd rather do drugs. Like it is that stupid.
Maybe that should be the show. You have to do drugs and go play Wheel of Fortune.
No, honestly, like Wheel of Fortune is unwatchable to me.
What else is on? I mean, Tim, I feel like you got your finger on the pulse of game shows.
There's no there's no good game
those
shows
are the
anymore.
main.
Press Your Luck's gone. Like, there's no good game shows anymore.
Is Millionaire
No, there's that new one that Ellen DeGeneres does, but I don't watch it.
That game sucks, Tim. It's a joke.
Yeah, I don't think that's any good.
Ellen, I fell in the pit. Yeah, like, give me a break. It's just a ripoff of Japanese shows done her way, which is crap. It stinks.
I mean, you can call American Ninja Warrior a type of game show.
I don't think that's a game show. It's more of athletic competition.
But is like Survivor a game show?
Close. I don't know, Pat. It's a great question.
A reality game show.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a game show. Like, not everything has to be trivia. I would think that Survivor like is a game show. That's what it is.
Like those shows that you're watching where like you got to get nail somebody on a beach. Like that's a game show.
I mean, The Challenge is kind of a game show, but that's like more of an athletic
competition.
I mean,
what about those ones where they go to islands and they're just banging people and you got
no, not really. That's more of like a reality show because there's no you don't compete with anything. Like there's no prize at the end. You just get to bang the entire time, which is fine. Good prize, free vacation. But there's no ultimate goal. Like on the challenge, you win like $750,000 now if you want. Like Big Brother is like a game show.
Big Brother's a game show. I would consider it a game show.
So if we throw those into the mix, Tim,
I would suck on Big Brother.
I would not be good. Tim,
I think I'd be really good at
Tim
it.
thinks he'd be good.
I'd be horrible because there'd be one person that I actually like truly get along with, and it'd be hard to screw him over with the money. Like I get there and then I just screw it up.
You know who'd be good on one of those shows?
What? You'd manipulate somebody very well.
I just stab everyone in the back. And
I
I could put on the smile. Hey, I'm Canadian. I'm so nice.
You do the booty. Yeah, exactly.
Tim would just be in there fighting with people the entire time.
Tim would.
I would not. It'd be the opposite. I'd be a shrinking-
but Tim's smart, so he'd know.
I'd be a
know a lot
shrinking
of people
violet.
there aren't too bright.
Is Tim smarter than he gets triggered by like people tying their shoes the wrong way and stuff like that? He can't keep that to himself. He's a guy.
I can't know.
When he's playing for $1 million, he can.
Hey, we just established the money doesn't mean anything to him. It's all about the prestige.
That's what the diary room is for. You can go in the diary room and vent your frustrations at the nonsense you see, and then you go out and you just say, "Okay, game time," and then you just shrug your shoulders and you chat about whatever people are chatting about, and don't get too upset about things. I don't get triggered about anything.
You get triggered about most things.
You got live scores for me, Pat? I made some bets.
What do you need? You tell me what you need, and I'll tell you if it's win.
I need the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Okay. Tim picked them to win, so I.
So did I. Hey, Tim, I had them against Tampa Bay, buddy. How's that pick?
Tim
I
had
picked
Tampa to
Bay
win
the Stanley Cup.
Thank Tim for cursing.
Thank you,
Tampa
Tim.
Bay.
Thank you. I got
I picked
futures with
Tampa
Columbus.
Bay and Calgary in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Columbus is currently winning at the end of 2 periods, 2-1.
Oh, I wish it was 5-1, but okay, that's okay.
We're
That's
winning
good.
though.
That's
Winning's
yeah.
good. What else do you need?
The other games are later on tonight. The Texas Rangers in baseball, the Dodgers, and I need Colorado Avalanche. Oh, and the basketball game, I was thinking about taking Milwaukee. Can you give me a score?
Boston up by 2. Still the second quarter.
Interesting.
I thought you were going to give us
Milwaukee's going to win, but Boston's going to cover.
I thought you were going to give me a highlight over under.
Oh, highlight over under? Well, I mean, Gabe is still probably betting over under.
Oh, Tim, do you remember that? Remember highlight, the big scandal that they had in Miami on Unsolved Mysteries where those guys got clipped? It's like one of my favorite episodes. Oh yeah, there was a big highlight betting scandal.
Can we bring
that stuff with Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack was my favorite show as a child. I used to watch it every single day. One of the guys who came on Gabe's show a long time ago had the VHS set of Unsolved Mysteries. I lost my mind. It's such a good show.
How much was it the show and how much was it the theme song?
Everything.
The theme song is out of the.
Oh, it's so good.
It might be like top 10 all-time TV show theme songs.
It could be higher. It's got to be top 5.
It's very memorable. I always get it confused with the X-Files one, though.
The problem was Dennis Farina, when he went to Law & Order, not a bad guy, but he's no Robert Stack. He was set up to lose. After Robert Stack, you can't have anybody host that show. That's the thing. He stepped in. It was a losing proposition.
So you're a bit older than us. What is Robert Stack from besides Airplane? Before
I
Unsolved
have no
Mysteries?
idea. I thought he's just a great voice guy, but he's very apparently in all sorts of movies.
Yeah, he's in Airplane.
I just remember him from Unsolved Mysteries as my favorite guy. Like I don't know why I watched that show. Pat, I'm a weird guy. Like,
Could you bring it back?
What?
Could they bring it back?
Oh yes.
We have mysteries.
Actually, you know what, Mayo? That is one of the best ideas I've ever heard. You take the best elements of Unsolved Mysteries and the cheesiness of Dateline in 2020 and make Unsolved Mysteries the best show again.
Could you host it?
Oh, I'd love to. I got to be honest, I can't hold a candle to Robert Stack and that guy's pipes.
I have a feeling, I can't confirm this, he might be dead.
He gone. Yeah. He's dead.
He wasn't a young man when he was hosting Unsolved Mysteries.
I don't know what it is, man.
He was on the original.
Did you love that
Untouchables.
show? Like, I'm a little bit older than you guys. It was a great show. Like, that's when I was a kid. I used to stand. Hey, what's on Unsolved Mysteries? Where murderers are in town. You know what I mean? My mom's like,
was it all like Florida?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Always Florida.
Oh, a lot of deaths in Florida. Yeah.
Unsolved.
Weird
Probably.
drug. Yeah, actually, the highlight scandal was in Florida.
Of course it was. Of course, like they said in
It was in
Spinal Tap.
Miami. They had a big mafia thing. They blew up the guy's car.
The police said it was better left unsolved, kind of thing.
Correct.
So what else? One more, Tim. What else you got?
The last thing I had here was a whole thing on phone etiquette and things that have been annoying me recently with people and their phones.
Okay, so what's been annoying you?
So, like, I understand, and the etiquette is right, that if you go out to dinner, you keep your phone off at all times. But
that's not okay. That is not what people do. So sure.
Okay, when I say off, I mean they don't look at it during dinner.
I'm with you, Tim.
No, the move.
Even me and
the move is take your phone and just put it face down like that and turn the ringer on. So if anyone actually needs you. You turn your text sounds off. Like anyone who has a text sound.
I will say this. I was in an old relationship before where I used to like go down to the the bathroom and make bets and stuff like that with the phone. I've learned over time You know what I mean? Is it really that important unless it's like a mom or your dad or your friend? Like, you know what? I'll make bets. And if I make a promise to my girlfriend, unless it's a sports bar, but if we're going to do something where she deserves a little bit of my attention, the phone goes in the pants.
What is
Well, I was
she?
going to say, now, if you go to a bar and you're with people at your
But I don't mind
table or
watching the
at the
game.
bar, do you have to have the phone out, or you have to have the phone away? Sorry, or is that bad form to have it out? I'm not sure.
I actually leave the phone. Sometimes I just leave it at home. Don't bring it out.
I mean, I see. I can't. I could not do that.
I could never do
Pat,
that.
you've seen my social
phone-
media moves?
What?
They're pretty slow.
Oh, you were telling me before I came in. How do you think I blew up your social media? Because I'm always on my phone.
That was an old picture for like whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Where'd
some
Mayo
people
get that
live on
photo?
Twitter.
Where'd he find it? You got better, like you one day got better stuff. Like you have a better archive than me. Like you got Cam Stewart archives. Like I don't even know that exists.
I got so many pictures you don't even know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm waiting for you to hit big on one of these like superfectas, and I can blackmail you with all the photos I got of you. But
I know your TV's making me red, but am I getting really red? Because
Let's see.
I feel really red. But I just did a show earlier today.
oh, my hair's all crazy. You got me laughing, got me sweating. You're making me sweat now.
Yeah, it's hot in here though. But
It's not that hot in
thank
here.
you guys for putting the air conditioning on before I
No
came.
problem. We had to turn it off when we film because it picks up on the mic.
I saw some guys because I'm on the social media while I do my radio show to say thank you to people or what pics you like and stuff like that. A lot of people were commenting about my sweat the last time. I was on.
So you're not on your phone during like dinner, but you're on your phone while you're working.
Of course, you have to be.
Yeah,
I do updates on my show too. So
Oh,
I go to
okay.
sports gambling sites to do spreads in the game and line movements and stuff like that. Pat, I got to do my job.
Okay. So
But I'm just saying, once in a while, put the phone away. I'm with Tim. Today's society, like people, we already got enough problems how rude people are. Like some idiot when I was walking here to see you today, he's got his head thing. He's telling a story coming back from the gym. Like,
he sounds like
I'm sick and
a pretty big deal.
he
I'm not
was
gonna
a
lie to you.
Piece of shit. And I'll tell you another thing is I hate listening to other people's conversations with the earpiece and shit. Put it away, man. Like just shut
This is
up.
what makes airplanes are the last bastion of sanity.
Yeah,
Everyone
almost,
on
Tim.
that plane
Like I don't want to care about
doesn't have
some
access
lady's
to their
story
phone.
or fucking recipe and shit. Like shut the fuck up. I hate that. Like every time I go do something, everyone's got it. The earpiece talking all the time. Like don't people like I talk for a living? I like silence after a while.
See, I'm exactly the same as
Give
you.
me a
When
break.
I'm not
when I
on
come home, I crack a cold beer, mute.
when I'm not on the show, I don't do a whole bunch of talking. I get all my talking out in front of the
That's what I
microphone.
say to my girlfriend. Like I'm a stooge when I do my shows and stuff like that, but sometimes I need to even,
Just relax.
We need an oil change.
So, Tim, I'm kind of with you. I've been trying to use my phone less. I find it hard because I work through the phone.
My phone is in my bag while I'm doing this. I mean, want to know why, Pat? Because I appreciate you inviting me and I respect the show. I can look at the scores later or ask you during the segment.
Sure.
Feinberg never uses his
I'm
phone on the
I'm
phone.
using it as a timer.
For Feinberg, he's got
Well,
he's got a lot of time in the candle business,
Well,
though.
put
He's
it-
not doing too much.
Put it this way: every time that I'm talking and the camera is not on Jeff, he's on his phone looking at something. It's very distracting. Like I'm not looking at my phone. I'm looking at my phone.
Well, you're looking at the time.
at the
Yeah,
time,
you
so
have
I can
on
write
segments.
down. So it takes us some time. We're good to go.
I am actively trying to be on my phone less because I can have an addictive personality sometimes.
so do
and
I.
could be
No.
on my phone 24/7 if I wanted to be. And like I've been trying to be on Twitter less. I have been trying to be around my phone less. Like, and I find that those like hour or two respites are really good.
Tim, I
Really
try to live
help.
my life like that. I get Morency bust my balls like you're never on Twitter. Why would I want to tweet about how I feel? Like it's not anybody.
I mean, when I'm on Twitter-
I'm at home. Like I'm at home alone. I'm watching the game. I'm watching Dateline. I'm doing whatever. I don't care about telling people what I'm doing. It doesn't really.
No,
it's not
I mean,
that
when I'm on
interesting.
Twitter,
But
then-
when I'm
then
on
I'm
that stuff,
fantastic.
yeah, like we're doing a show, sure.
So it's not even that. Like I'll be watching stuff at home, and like all of a sudden I'll just pull out my phone and start playing some like dinky game. Like what the fuck am I
So
doing?
I don't.
Like,
have
I
games on
used to
my
be able
phone.
just to watch TV, and now
My phone.
now I don't.
I don't even talk to friends. Like people like to call each other
When
to
was,
talk.
when was the last time anyone called anyone?
It's a good point.
I call people.
You call you like your grandma.
No, I have
call my
friends who
mom.
call.
I call my parents. I'll do the.
Yeah,
old,
I call my parents
And a couple like really good buddies will get a call instead of a text, but most of it's text.
for their birthday
Yeah.
probably, or if you
Yeah.
No, I
really
have
need
a couple
something.
of friends who call and chat.
Nice.
I have no one in my life who calls me, really, outside of like family members who are too old to figure it out. But I bought my grandma an iPhone for Christmas. Now she texts. She calls.
Oh yeah, my mom texted. My mom did the same thing. Like, you think I'm bad? Think about the person who created me and how they're doing. My mom's like texting.
Oh yeah,
and stuff now.
my
It
grandma's
freaks me out.
my grandma's all over it. She calls it faxing, which is fantastic. She just has a lost generation of technology, which she has no idea about. But she's gonna combine them all into one for this.
At least they're battling.
She at least writes out full sentences. My grandma. My mom is using like acronyms I've never heard of. She's using like 8 different emojis. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
It's like my brother. My brother's like different than me. He does like emojis. He's a grown man. Like, and he's tough too. It's like weird. Like, we're in Vegas. Like, everything's like a picture. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Is everything
here?
just a picture of an eggplant?
Yeah, like.
Just trying to get
I've
it in.
seen those.
just
I have
like-
no idea what those.
I gotta
You
be
don't
honest
you
with
don't know what the
Know what,
eggplant
Tim?
means?
Let's
The
lose,
eggplant- the
let's
egg-
lose let's lose our phones and stuff for a while, and or like the thing is,
I
I'm not
don't
gonna lie,
understand this
Pat.
whole
I love
emoji
it for
code
scores.
stuff.
I need it for
Tim,
scores.
what does an eggplant look like?
Looks like a
I don't
green
know.
dick.
It looks like a great big cock. That's why
Okay.
sometimes you'll see the eggplant emoji with like the water coming out of it.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Oh, that's terrible.
And you call yourself the king of pop culture.
I'm just not up on all the millennial, emoji.
I'm with you,
lingo.
Tim. I'm an old school guy. We and you would go have a nice steak at a place. And
You
just
wouldn't have a
relax
nice
for
steak. You'd have a
while,
shitty steak and cover it in HP sauce.
Or I'd have a nice fillet of salmon.
Yeah, fillet of salmon. That's respectable.
Finally, do you know about Doug the Pug? Cam, do you know who Doug the Pug
It
is?
would be a dog.
Yeah,
probably,
so he's right there. There's Doug the Pug. He has his own calendar. He's on the wall right there behind you.
He's a nice looking dog.
Yeah, he's a good looking dog. Tim, very jealous of this dog. It's Tim's biggest nemesis. He hates
Dog
this dog.
What, the
thinks
pooch?
he's a king.
Yeah, he hates the dog. The dog.
No, my problem is not with the dog. It's with the dog's owners.
No, it's not. You hate the dog. You're jealous of the dog that
The
is more
dog is a
famous than
dog.
you. Doug the
the dog
Pug.
doesn't do any of these things.
Cam,
Yeah.
Doug made $7 million last year. He's a New York Times bestseller and has 4 million Instagram followers.
He quote unquote made a pick at the NFL draft.
He did. He made a pick at the NFL draft. They brought him out to make a Titans pick. And then Tim was all triggered that he didn't get to make a
Oh,
pick.
that was that dog with Cage the Elephant. Was that the dog?
Yes.
Doug the Pug?
That was the dog.
I was wondering.
Yes.
I'm like, the guy from Cage the Elephant, the band has a dog. Like,
No, this is independently a famous dog.
so
it's not their dog.
It wasn't their dog.
No, Doug is famous on it. He's more famous than all those losers who actually made
Oh
the
yeah, he
pick.
gets a couple thousand likes on Twitter and he's real famous.
I'm I'm living under a rock. I don't even know what this dog. No offense though. In Tim's defense,
Nobody
it's just
knows
a
about him.
It's just a regular stupid dog. Everybody's got a like. How many
Thank
pugs
you.
are out there?
But why is Doug?
Why is he special?
Why is Doug Doug
'Cause
so
it's
special?
girls? I don't know.
No, listen. This is something I can use for you here on the phone. You can check this out, Cam. Check out how you want to talk about good at social media. Doug is off the charts good at
The
social
thing is,
media.
I know this sounds really dumb, Pat. I don't want to be good at social media.
Why not?
I don't know.
Don't
I
you
just-
think it could
I'm just
benefit?
naturally
It could
good. I'm just
benefit me
naturally
financially,
self-taught.
but I just don't want to put the work in. I think just doing a regular radio show every day and doing a really good
Oh,
show.
here he is on the
I'm
beach.
I'm with Tim. I couldn't care less.
Oh,
about that
no,
dog.
Doug is having a time.
I'm self-taught at social media
Yeah.
and pretty good.
That's good, Tim.
Look, here he is riding a horse. See?
It's all right.
Are you coming around to Doug the Pug?
Yeah, I like dogs. I got no problem with dogs.
Would you be very jealous if the dog made more money than you?
No, not really. I couldn't care less.
Tim
the,
is.
the,
dog
the
didn't
dog's
make
really
any
into
money.
social media, and its people are obviously on the ball, right? Like Pat, you know me. I don't care. I just want to do a good show.
You know what you should do? Lose Twitter, get Instagram. Instagram is fun. It's just pictures. No one's negative on Instagram. You just take pictures of shit. You're like, it's me, Cam. Smile, and people will love it. Eat that shit up.
Twitter.com is the worst.
And then you can be like, my show starts at 4. Hey, tune in. I'm having fun.
I'm kind of like when I finish my work on Friday, though. I like to go to my lair, and
Then
I
go
don't
to-
want to show anybody what I'm doing.
Go to your lair on weekends, but like,
Get it, Shag? I don't want to show anybody what I'm doing.
yeah, we got to get people watching the show. Tell us when the show is on. Hopefully, by the time this actually comes out,
Oh no, the
show is still
the
on.
show's from 4 to 7 o'clock Monday to Friday. Fantasy Sports Radio Network, also on YouTube. Me and Gabe do it on YouTube, so you can see the one golf shirt that I rotate with a couple other shirts. Maybe throw a hockey jersey on, and I do a show with Colonel George Kurtz. Attention on Saturday, 11 till 2.
He has no idea what that is.
What, Colonel Kurtz?
He knows Colonel Kurtz. We used to work together.
Okay.
Are you saying that
But
you
we're talking
see-
about Colonel Klink.
Are-
No, I was talking about Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now.
Oh, really? I thought it was something else. But anyway, I just throw it out. I just call him Colonel Kurtz.
There you go.
That's-
He's mad, and he'll be in the dog. And then Dennis Hopper will just love him.
He's just an errand boy.
I
That's
really like
grocery
our
store.
horse picks, Tim.
Oh, that show
Win.
came out 2 months ago.
So that's the thing, Pat. When you bring me here, basically we're doing 4 shows. I think we're doing 1.
Well, yeah, we got to get.
I think that scene where we went through the Columbus Blue Jacket score is really going to have evergreen value.
Well, I mean, you're the one talking about the PGA Championship right off the hop. You blew it.
As
We-
I understand the charges, I plead guilty.
Will you apologize?
No.
Why not?
What do you think of Keith Mitchell at 90 to 1?
I like Blue Bliss better.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. It's either or.
Yeah, they're like the same.
You have to be able to putt at Bethpage Black. I don't like either of those guys.
Oh, we're not even talking about.
No, we're talking
about something else.
We're this week.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Degenerate golf.
All right, that will do it on this episode of Cust Corner.
Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. He's got the hottest takes with the highest stakes. He should be president of the United States, but it's Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. Cust Corner, hee 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 hee.
That's not his best name. This is
What,
just
what
a
I
real
was going to
free
say
read.
was, Tim, we should go to the grocery store and, you know what? If you want to film me that time going to the grocery
Oh my
store,
God.
you know what? You're going to
That
have to
was
pay
a
me to
game
do it
show.
because that's my
That was a
secret.
game
But
show that I
I'll
would
let
crush.
I'll let
You
Tim
would've
do his
crushed.
thing, and I'll go through.
No. I will set this up. I will be the host and set it up of Supermarket Sweep, and you two can play each other in
Yes.
Supermarket
And what do we have to
Sweep.
do?
We
Get
would've
$100
killed it
worth of
at Supermarket
groceries?
Yeah, you get the best savings, the most savings. It'll be tremendous.
Like,
And just
Supermarket Sweep went downhill when people realized all you just got to do is fill up the cart with
turkeys.
turkeys.
Yeah, get as
Exactly.
many turkeys as possible.
Yeah, there's got to be a stipulation.
We'll come up with better rules. We'll brainstorm rules for Supermarket Sweep. We'll bring it back.
That's one thing, Pat. I'm horrible on social media, but I got good ideas for TV shows. Unsolved Mysteries, the new Unsolved Mysteries.
That was my idea.
Yeah, I was kind of part of it too, wasn't I? You wanted me to host, which I really appreciate.
Listen, I'll EP.
And
You
more
can
game
host.
shows involving food and grocery shopping.
After we talked about those game shows, I feel like there's a
there's
market
something here.
There's a market for game shows.
I agree,
We just need to come up
100%.
and all the new ones are too like
They suck.
Yeah, they're not good. Like there needs to be some sort of human element. That's why The Price is Right is so
You want a
successful.
game show where somebody wins, laughs, all sorts of shit combined into one. That's what you want.
And I don't need people being like blasted in the face with mud. I don't need that.
Yeah.
That's like Ellen stuff. I don't want that.
I'm with you.
But I like it. Hey, what does this stuff cost? Tell me what you think it costs, and then we'll spin a wheel. I mean, I know it's like
I got to
Price is
be
Right.
honest with you. I
We'll-
think
we'll
Ellen
expand
is
from there.
probably the most overrated person, like almost in the universe for everything.
She
Like her stupid one dance
she
move and
does
everything.
not- yeah, but she has her like 3 moves, and she doesn't stop working. Good work ethic on Ellen.
I'll give her that.
And her stand-up
Oh, for
special,
sure.
shockingly all right. I just assumed it would
Really?
be absolute trash.
Okay.
I watched it with my wife. I had a
what?
few laughs.
I respect your opinion. I'm just saying I'm not a real fan.
Put it this way, I went in with 0 expectations. I was like, not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, not as horrible as I thought. Cam Stewart.
Hey.
Check him out on the radio and such. I also want to tell people on Twitter to follow Tim Andercust.
Tim Andercust.
Not my name and not my Twitter account.
It is your Twitter
A
account.
pleasure, Tim. We'll do the grocery store later. Me and Mayo will talk.
Sounds like a plan, Cam. It's always a pleasure. We don't do this often enough.
No, we don't.
Tim, what's your Twitter handle then?
At Tim
It doesn't
Anderson.
matter what your Twitter handle is. How about
Oh,
that? That'll do it
come
on the
on.
20th Cust Corner XX.
Cust Corner, hee 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 hee.